it will depend how the recovery goes. It will be weeks, but we don't know exactly how much. Hopefully, it will be somewhere near the pre-season if everything goes well, but we don't know yet.
And Silva, just a few weeks rest.
A few weeks, yeah.
Yeah. Long season. And Kai came back.
Yeah.
Did he come through okay?
Very good.
Was he
this
week?
You could tell how excited he was. He's been working so hard. I think he's done great with the medical stuff to get back in the shape and in the form that he's at the moment. He was desperate to contribute, and really happy to see him back.
And Sunday probably marks the end for a number of the players at this club. Is there any sort of there's an understanding some are going to go, but Partey there still remains a little bit of a question mark over. Is there any movement on that yet? In terms of the level he's played at this year, how important is it to maybe keep him?
Well, there's some question marks on a few of them, so we'll have to wait and see. We still have another Premier League match to play on Sunday, and after that we have some time to sit down and finalize a few things that have to be done. In regards to Thomas, I think consistency-wise, he's been his best season. I think the way he's played, performed, his availability, he's been exceptional, and he's a really important player for us.
And in terms of another important player for you, David Raya could get his Golden Gloves, couldn't he, on the weekend? That sounds him head-to-head. So much kind of noise when you signed him. Do you sit back at in your armchair with your peace and quiet at night and think, gosh, that was one of the best decisions I made bringing him in, and the improvement you've seen on him?
Well, we made decisions with that intention, but obviously at the time it was a very unpopular one. It was so much pressure on it not to get it done. But I think we have to feel our gut, and we have to be as well very analytical of what we think is necessary to improve the team, to take the team to a different level. And certainly everybody, I think, at the club, around the team, our supporters are very happy with the way David has been consistently performing at the highest level for us in the last few seasons.
Second 3 years in a row, when you are lying on a sunbed somewhere next week, hopefully with your phone off and spending some quality time being present with your children, when you get back, how much clarity do you have in your mind about what you need to do next season? What's that kind of list look like?
So I can imagine the moment that you just described. So probably what I would do when I'm there, I pick up the phone, I call you, and I tell you exactly how I feel, because
you don't need to do that.
now exactly is not the best moment to do it, and I don't feel in a way to do it. I have quite a clear picture, but I need a few more things to then have a real clarity and analysis and describe the season with the right words, because I know that that's going to be very, very important.
But the picture you have in your mind of what next season looks like, assuming with the trophy in your hands, that alignment, the players, where you go with this squad is very clear in your mind. What's the most important thing about getting that right next season?
Alignment.
That the people that
everybody at the end, we all feel the same way, that we feel that we are capable. It's not just a dream, or it's not just something you want to do. Do we have everything that is needed to do that? And even if you do, there is a lot of things that are going to play a part to win. A lot of things. Performance is going to be the squad quality. Availability is going to be referees, the schedule. Who do you play, when, in what kind of form they are, how many days do you have to recover? And then the randomness of football. That one I cannot control. I cannot control what can happen in that dressing room to somebody in his personal life that can affect his performance, or that something happens, or our competitors do something like in the history of this league. You have seen it sometimes, boom, they do that, and then it's a lot of randomness there. So things that we can control, I guarantee we'll do our very best.
And just finally for me, no trophy for you this season, but obviously your rivals managed to do it last night. How much extra pressure does that maybe add on you? And a word on maybe Ange Postecoglou, because you probably know better than us the sort of roller coaster that he's been on this season, and you sort of see him at the end with his family, and I think you have to kind of take your hat off, don't you, to what he's achieved?
Just congratulate them. I think they are champions, and when you get to that, you have to do a lot of things right. I think they're going through a season with, again, a lot of obstacles and difficulties, and they have at the end to manage a beautiful moment. So you have to congratulate. This is a sport, and I'm sure they've done everything in their hands to achieve it, and they are really happy.
The question I have been asked to ask is who's had a better season?
Sorry?
The question I've been asked to ask is who's had a better season? You finished in second.
I don't like to compare with other teams. I need to analyse my team. That's my job.
Okay, thanks. We'll go to Alice from the Premier League.
Thank you. Hi, Mikel. So a trip to Southampton ends your season on Sunday then. Given second place is pretty much confirmed for you, what is the motivation heading into this one?
Sorry, what is there?
What is the motivation heading into this one?
Well, it's motivation because you want to have as many points as possible. You're always here representing this club to win and to play in the manner that we want to do. We still have want to achieve the best defensive record, the Golden Glove, that we're still there to play and finish the season again on a high with a good test and always respecting the competition.
Sure, you recently said that you're willing to give your life to win silverware here at Arsenal. With that in mind, how do you switch off and let yourself kind of rest and recuperate once the season's over to be able to go again with such intensity next time around?
Well, it's a bit of, I think you need to reset again. I think in order to do that, there are many parts. One of them is that obviously you have to rest. Then you need to be very convinced and aligned of what you want to do to give yourself, again, the best chance to be